So when a single one is there, we call it chhatra. And when there is a group, 3 or more, we call it chhatravali. Now I shift to the next aspect, and that is features. See, I have shown certain images here. In fact, I have certain images for you to throw light on the stupa architectural features. One thing here significant, that there are stupas of different shapes and pattern. One I have shown here, take a look, this one. This is a stupa. Here you find this is just a mound, a huge mound, nothing else. So this is just like a huge mound. This huge mound is known as Und, which is one architectural feature of stupa. So stupa, in a very simple term, is a mound kind of a structure. And in layman's language, sometimes we say it's kind of a dome kind of a structure, but this is not exactly dome. So this mound structure is known as Und. And you're supposed to use here the Indian terminology because in many cases, English equivalents are not there. And it is better to use Indian terminology because these terminologies can be a question in preliminary exam. Plus, using these terminology in your answer in the main exam would be a kind of value addition which will improve your marks. And that is the reason I am using. But wherever there is an English equivalent, I will use that also. So this is one pattern or shape of stupa. And Und is fundamental. Und is always there in every stupa. The shape of Und may vary. I am showing you one more shape. Take a look. Say this. This is also Und. But the shape is different. The shape is star-like. This is a stupa whose site is Sadhana. So, the shape is different. That is, the shape of the Und is different and it is star-like. So, what I want to emphasize here is that the Und is the fundamental feature. In every stupa, Und is there. And Und is, you can say, a feature through which you can recognize a stupa architecture. But the shapes and the pattern of Und varies. Now, the model or the standard stupa design or the pattern is this. So as I have said, though the pattern varies, yet we have to consider a model and a standard in which we find all the architectural features. So I have shown here the image of this model in two versions. One is this and second is this. So model is same, but two versions so that we get proper space to understand all the architectural features. So it's starting from here. So this image and this image, these two images are the same model. Now take a look here, the features. First, the most fundamental is Und. That is what you find here. This is Und. Second, above the Und, this is structure having a railing. This is a structure which is not visible. Inside there is a platform kind of a structure. And all around the platform, this is a railing. This railing is known as Vedika. And the platform structure inside is known as Harmika. Harmika is a platform inside. And around the Harmika, this is railing. This railing is known as Vedika. And then you will find that Vedika is here also. This is also Vedika. This is also railing. So this is also Vedika. This simply means that any part where you find a railing is known as Vedika. Then you will find above Harmika, above the platform, there is a stick kind of a structure, this one. This is structure. This structure is known as Yasti. This is also known as Dand. So I write this way, Yasti / Dand. Above Yasti is an umbrella kind of a structure. This is known as Chhatra. This number varies. Here number is 1. It may be more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when a single one is there, we call it Chhatra. And when there is a group, 3 or more, we call it Chhatravali. We call that Chhatravali. Here I am right. So Chhatravali is a group of Chhatra, that is umbrella kind of a structure. Now, then you find here one structure, that is this. This is gateway. And the evidences suggest that there are gateways even in 4 sides. So all the 4 sides there is a gateway whose structure and pattern is like this. This gateway is known as Toran. And this is highly sculpted. And you find beautiful engravings here, everywhere. This is made up of a stone. And the building material here is a stone as well as brick also. So some stupas built in brick, some stupas built in a stone. And one more thing here, very interesting. This is all the closed structure. There is no entrance. You cannot go inside. You cannot enter. This is all closed from all sides. So how this is a worship place? Very simple. This entire is a worship place. So Buddhist devotees come and they worship this by moving around this in clockwise direction. And that movement, the path of that movement is known as Pradakshina Path, or the path of circumambulation, what you have come across in temple architecture as well. Now, I am shifting to the next image in order to use a space, because here all is space full. So similar kind of image is there, and that is the reason I placed here 2 similar kind of model. Now here say, here now I am showing, see in this 3 Chhatras are there. So together we call it Chhatravali. Here Toran is there. This is Vedika. This is also Vedika. But a new part I am showing here. This part. This part is Medhi. So Medhi is a circular drum kind of a structure having some height. So in order to reach the Medhi, staircases are there. These staircases are known as sopan. In plural, sopanas. So staircases are there to climb on the Medhi. Maybe that is visible in this image. I want to show you. See even this, yes, this one. This staircase to climb on. This one. This staircase to climb on. So this is what we call sopan. So climbing on the sopan, devotees reach atop the Medhi. And Medhi is also having Vedika. And the platform of the Medhi provides a path for movement around. That is Pradakshina Path. Plus Pradakshina Path is also there on the ground, and that is again inside the railing. So here on the Medhi, I am showing here, this platform which is slightly jutted out. So the devotees move around this. So that serves as Pradakshina Path. Maybe here that is more clear. Yes, here see. So this is Medhi, and above Medhi is Vedika, and Medhi is a circular drum all around, and the und is constructed over that. So here one thing important to understand, that the und is not constructed on the ground straight. Rather, first a Medhi is constructed, that is circular drum kind of a structure, and above this structure und is constructed. And the way it is constructed, some areas of Medhi jut out all the sides, and this area serves as Pradakshina Path. So Pradakshina Path is here. Inside that Pradakshina, I'm writing in short, Path. And the next thing here to consider is that there are decorative elements in stupa. Or first I explain all the parts what I have shown here. Take a look. I repeat that. So the parts are Chhatra or Chhatravali, Yasti or dun, Harmika, Vedika, Vedika at many places, Sopanas, Toran, and this is Medhi. So how many parts you have come across? Most fundamental und 1, Chhatra 2, Harmika, Yasti 3, Harmika 4, Vedika 5, Medhi 6, Sopana 7, Toran 8. Okay. Now I am throwing light on the decorative elements. On the und there is no decorative elements. Normally in the stupas of Central Indian region, the und part is not decorated and there is no engraving there. But in many other stupas, in other regions, there are engravings on this part also. So engravings are there on this part also in many stupas. And even in the case of this stupa, see, this kind of features you find. So what I want to say, that on und there may be engravings, but these engravings and the pattern of engravings vary from region to region. So now I am throwing light on the decorative elements, and these elements we find on three parts. One is Ant, but not in all stupa. Two is Toran, and three is Vedika. So decorative elements are associated with the three parts, Ant, Toran, Vedika. And in this image, Toran is quite visible, and I think those decorative elements are also visible. And what kind of engravings are there? I have a list for you. And engravings may be on Vedika also, but here the Vedika is plain. So this is all about the features or the architectural features of a stupa. And this I have discussed using the model stupa. That is this is Sanchi Stupa. That is Sanchi Stupa number 1. In Sanchi there are 3 stupas and they are numbered 1, 2, 3 chronologically. Stupa number 1 is also known as Maha Stupa, which was built by Ashoka in the Mauryan age and later renovated. So this is all about the features of stupa architecture.